what would you say to someone who is like on the fence about doing therapy for the first time?
I would say therapy is always a good idea. Um, Asterisk, assuming that your values, your therapist and your values align.
Yeah.
So I don't think we can pretend that therapy hasn't done harm to people in the past, which is why I say there is an asterisk, because if you're not sure, then I think it's really important that you know your therapist. And that's where I think, some of the things about identity and self-disclosure that were sort of hammered into us as in when I was being trained, work against the therapeutic relationship, because I do think it's important that people know who they're about to step in and be vulnerable with.
Mhm.
And and that would be what I would say, is go looking for somebody who sounds like someone you'd feel safe with.
Mm.
And then there's always therapy's always a good idea. As long as there's that safety, and as long as we know that that person is doing their own work, or you feel like your goals and your values align with with who they are, then it's always a good idea. And I always encourage people, especially when we are having a therapeutic breakup, like somebody's got to move or something where we can't work together anymore. And I feel protective of them. And I say, talk to them, meet with them, talk to them, ask them questions, push back, because I do think that there was a power dynamic in therapy before where a lot of people just felt like how we used to look at doctors, right? They're the expert and you don't question them. They know all the answers. And I never want that role. I never want to be that person. And I think that set a lot of people up to think that they can't ask questions or say that something didn't work, or um, really ask their potential therapist to be clear with them
Mhm.
about what things would look like or who they are.
Mhm.
Um, and so that would be my advice, is to ask the questions,
Mhm.
think about what you want from the process, um, and whether that feels like the right step.
Yeah.